There are many problems that we are experiencing as legislators or the grassroots leaders who represent the actual people. The problem of water. Currently, our areas are likely to face very severe droughts. The schools are opening next week. Once the schools are open and there's no water, you can see the danger, because they will have food, but there's no water to cook that food. Telling the pupils to bring water to school when the communities themselves don't have that water actually will be a major hurdle. And during our discussion, one of the things we are likely to tell them is in the area of relief food, because people are likely to face severe starvation. Support to livestock in terms of sustainment, because there'll be no pasture. So what happens? Things like offtake, that instead of waiting for the livestock to perish, the government must put in place mechanism to take some of the livestock so that people will have money in their pockets.
They're able to go for these medium-sized dams. We'll be able to finish them quicker. We'll be able to have more sustainable dams that don't dry up. And I think it's the only way we're going to change the fortunes of our pastoralist communities, particularly along our borders, to avoid these resource-based conflicts. And whenever we have drought, whenever we have floods, we have quite a number of families that are exposed. And through this program, we've been able to create a safety net to cushion the very vulnerable of them from these harsh realities. Once we finish with them, we will also be going to the new counties, because the Hunger Safety Net program is now being expanded from the original 4 counties of Marsabit, Turkana, Wajir, and Mandera. We will be bringing Tana River County on board, Isiolo, Samburu, and Garissa. So far, we've been supporting over 100,000 households, but now this is going to be expanded. As we speak, we've been aware of the drought situation up north, and particularly in the counties of Turkana and Marsabit. Apart from these 2 counties, we have 8 other counties that are facing and actually experiencing drought. These are the counties of Garissa, Isiolo, Kilifi, Mandera, Samburu, Tana River, Wajir, and Lamu, apart from the 2 counties that we're meeting today. We are also looking at how to extend more support to these 10 counties that are now in the alert stage. And this is where these legislators will play a major role as we deal with the challenge of climate change. Part of the action that we need is legislation, having the right policy and legal framework in place to be able to deal with the climate change challenge. So the EU has already committed over 500 million to assist these counties, particularly in matters water tracking. NDMA will be the channel through which these funds will reach all the affected counties. Just last week, we did sign an MOU with FAO, and they will be mobilizing together with our UN partners over 1.5 billion that will also go towards supporting the affected counties during this drought period. Today, what we have agreed with NDMA is that they must also engage the members of parliament. They should not just deal with the county governments, they now need to go down to the sub-counties. And these are the wearers of the shoe. When you go to the sub-counties, which are our constituencies, I think we'll be able to improve this response. So NDMA is already engaging, and we are also pushing other partners as we speak to mobilize more resources, because the experts are telling us between August and December, the situation is likely to worsen. Meaning the counties that are in the red alert stage right now could go into the alarm stage. That is the stage just before a full emergency. So we do not want to reach there. Yes, as you are aware, we had almost 10 billion in terms of cash transfer that my colleague CS Cheluguya announced. That was released just recently. When it comes to hunger safety net through my ministry, in July alone, we were able to release Kenya shillings 559 million. That was in July alone. We are now preparing in August to release another 559 million. So these are funds that will go directly to families that are affected, that are identified to be vulnerable. And this will go a long way in cushioning these families.